Hey guys, I am ENJOYYYYY and I'm here bringing you some Magic 2015. It's July 16th and today's the first day that this game came out and I'm pretty excited about it. It should be a lot of fun. I always like Duels of the Planeswalkers. And yeah. Let's see. I can skip the tutorial probably. Yeah, it's probably not going to be worth my time. I was thinking maybe I'll play it at some point. I'm sure you can go back and play it and just to give people who are new to the game an idea. Congratulations, you've proven yourself worthy to wield a deck of your own. Choose carefully before taking on your next opponent. So I get to choose, yeah. So I get to choose my colors. I'm just gonna go red, green, I think. No, I'll go red, white. There we go. Even though I only get one color to begin with. Wield the fires of madness with red, stealing spells and using those creatures as fuel, sacrificing them. Crush your enemies with a stampede of large red creatures summoned quickly using green spells that provide more lands. Oh, okay. So this is just the other color. This is red-blue, this is red-white, this is red-green, and this is red-black. So, yeah, red-white? Yeah, we'll go with red-white here. I mean, I've always been a fan of the Naya colors. I do like blue, and I'm sure blue would probably be more fun in this kind of game where it's not particularly advanced, but I don't know. We'll have some fun with this. We'll beat some people down. What's going on here? The final quest. Oh. Is this... Oh, they're making me... Alright, sure, whatever. Making me do the last thing in the tutorial to move on. That's alright, I'm sure it's going to be something a little bit interesting. It's a Polish crusher after all. A horde of monsters threatens to overrun a local village, armed with the new spells you've chosen. It's time to put your skills to the test. Put a stop to this onslaught. Alright, sounds good. I'll help you out, little village. Alright, so I've got a Foundry Street Denizen. Do not show me again. Whenever another red creature enters the battlefield under your control, Foundry Street Denizen gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So this is a really aggressive creature. You play it on turn 1, and hopefully you got something like Kranko's Command, which I do have. I'm actually gonna... Can I do some options up in here? Yeah, there we go. I have not done these yet. So controls, how to play. I guess we'll go to controls. This is a little bit glitchy. Alright, I don't really want controls. I kind of want... Alright, well that's not what I wanted. Settings maybe? Yeah, maybe it's under settings. Did I even look at these? Display tips. We're good on tips. Server-driven content, sure. Don't need audio. Oh wait, preferences. Let's go back here for a second. Zoom played cards, combat animation, premium foils, sort cards by mana cost. Simplified targeting. Let's hold priority. Let's not order blockers automatically. Let's not always use optional stuff. Let's keep auto resolution on, and I'm not sure. Oh, I don't want auto land on. All right. Let's resume this duel. Alright, so as I was saying, this card is used in aggressive strategies. Basically, your goal is to get a 1-mana creature that can either do 2 or 3 damage when you attack on turn 2. And basically just get off to as good of a start as possible, and hopefully you can leverage that to continue the beatdowns. Then there's... This didn't resort my hand. Did I not press apply or something? Let's try this again. Sorry about this. That's what happens when you get a brand new game, right? No, it doesn't look like you need to hit apply. No, I want mana cost. No, alright. I don't want to concede the duel. Okay. Anyway, Kiln Fiend is a awesome creature. A lot of the times what you can do, so whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, it gets +3/+0 until end of turn. It only costs 1 and a red to cast, so it's pretty cheap. So a lot of times what you can do with this card in the future, I don't know about this deck, how aggressive it is you can use your removal spells on their creatures, and then this guy gets pumped and you get in for more damage, and he can attack because he's not going to be able to get blocked because you just killed their creature. Marauding Maulhorn is a 2 red for a 5/3 that basically has to attack each turn if able, unless you control a specific card named Advocate of the Beast, which is a green card, so we're not even going to worry about that. But honestly, a 4-mana 5/3, I'm going to want to attack with that card every turn anyway, so it's not really much of a drawback. And finally, Krenko's Command puts 2 1/1 red goblin creature tokens onto the battlefield. It kind of has synergy with this because it'll give this guy +2, and it also has synergy with this because it'll count as a sorcery spell, so he'll get +2/+0. So I'm going to go ahead and keep this hand. It's actually pretty good, and I'm going to start off with Sir Foundry the Denizen. Sir Foundry the Street Denizen, my bad. So it doesn't look like they added an upkeep step, which is not too relevant, but was something that was maybe worth considering to add. So normally in this situation, I don't know what cards are in my deck, so it's a little bit awkward, but I wouldn't really play this Plains because I kind of want to, if I was playing against a person, I would probably want to withhold all information for as long as possible until it would become in the way, basically. So I would basically want to hold this as long as possible until it matters, but it doesn't matter yet, so I can just play this, go ahead and drop this Kiln Fiend. I want to do it before I attack. It's a little counterintuitive, since a lot of the time you want to have your mana up in case your opponent has blockers or spells. That way you can deal with them. But in this situation, I want to give my guy +1 until end of turn, so I'm going to do it this way. And the reason why I played this Kiln Fiend instead of the Krenko's Command is pretty obvious, but I want to get the bonus from playing the Krenko's Command for my Kiln Fiend. So if I wait until next turn, then I can get +3/+0. So he's just going to play Wandering Wolf. Creatures with power less than Wandering Wolf can't block it. He's a 2/1 for 2 mana. So he's going to be able to trade with my Kiln Fiend. At the same time, it's not worth holding it back. I don't have any way to remove that in the future. I assume that my opponent is going to be playing some sort of creature at some point. So it's not like my Kiln Fiend is going to be able to get in at some point in the future if I do get a removal spell, so it just makes sense for me to attack right here. Picked up an Assault Griffin here, which is nice. It's a 3/2 flyer for 4 mana, so hopefully I'll be able to use it to punch some extra damage through. Well, a lot of the times what this deck can kind of do is get a lot of damage through in the beginning, but then my opponent's going to be playing bigger creatures and stabilizing, and so this is a nice way to kind of finish out the game, close out the game, because I can get in around his blockers. So that's going to be my 4th mana, so I'm going to be able to play one of these, but I'm going to play the Assault Griffin here. There's definitely arguments for playing the Marauding Maulhorn, especially considering it'll give my guy an extra attack right now, which is bound to get him in, as well as putting a 5-power creature on an empty board. But I feel like he'll be able to block it next turn, and it'll get me some more damage through if I just play the Assault Griffin this turn. But either way is fine, and I wouldn't hate on anyone for doing anything. So he's just going to play Marauding Maulhorn of his own. Angelic Edict. So I'm 1 mana off from playing this. Exile target creature or enchantment. I would be able to just get this guy out of there and attack. That being said, I think I am just going to play this creature. Is it worth attacking this turn? It doesn't matter if I play this pre-combat or post-combat, because I was going to play it anyway. But I'm trying to decide if it's worth getting in the extra 2 damage with my ground creatures. I don't think it is. It doesn't really change the clock here, and probably in the future I'll be able to leverage this situation a little bit better. So since he doesn't have an Advocate of the Beast, he might be able to play one this turn. He's going to have to attack with his creature, and now that won't be able to block. And I could make a trade, but since I'm winning the life total race, there's really no point, especially considering if I do just draw land, then I'll be able to kill whatever creature he plays here, and then just get in for lethal damage. And I did pick up the last land that I needed. The Standing Troops is garbage. It's like the last card that you'd ever want in this deck. A deck is supposed to be really aggressive, so the only cards that I want in the deck are going to be creatures that are aggressive, as well as spells to get my opponent's creatures out of the way. And those are the only things that I want. Maybe some way to to pump my creatures or something like that. But anyway, let's continue. Let's keep playing. Finish the tutorial. Finish the tutorial. New booster unlocked. Let's open a booster. Oh, did I just not see what I opened in my booster because I clicked continue too fast? Oh, that sucks. This paint, okay, sure. Okay. Okay. It's a rare card. Sure. I have 2 siege dragons? Oh no. Whatever. I'll do what it's telling me, even though I don't want to do this. Oh, you then be asked. Okay, so what does it want me to do? Click done. Okay. Okay. These buttons are just not working out the way I thought they would.
The Onaki created the Chain Veil, not merely to destroy, but to create destroyers. Of course, most are too weak to survive its curse. But there are always more who are lured by its promise of power.
Hey, it's Liliana.
Some have been twisted and ruined by its dark magic. But Garrick, if his curse is not removed, he will be a threat to us all.
I feel like Garrick used to just be a nice guy, but now he just kind of became evil. What's this 3? Okay. Let's edit the deck. Alright, so I don't know why it would want me to remove Raise the Alarm when there's stuff like Train Caracal in the deck, but... Are there any filters on?